So T. Higgins and some Bengals fans on Twitter gave their reactions to the new Logan Wilson extension news. By the way, today we are actually going to hear from him before training camp, and he's going to talk about the extension. But let's go ahead and talk about it. So starting off right away, T did go ahead and say, "Well deserved, brother." 100, and then he added, of course, our man Logan Wilson. You guys did not see his contract. He got 4-year contract worth $37.25 million. And of course, in the first 2 years, he averages $11.2 million. Now, keep in mind, the Ravens just signed Roquan Smith, right, to a $100 million deal. $20 million a year. We got Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson for right around a total of $58 million. That is almost half, a little bit under half of what Roquan Smith just got. I will take 2-star linebackers over 1-star linebacker. That's all I gotta say. Let's go and see what they people have to say. So the Bengals Twitter posted the cowboy hat smile emoji. Obviously, we talked about this one yesterday. This is Paul, who went ahead and posted the mix and restructure, Ted Hendrickson, Logan Wilson, now extensions. And who's next? T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Collins decision, and a third contract additions. Joe Goodberry, obviously, posted the exact details of it. He says an average about $8 million a year. Obviously, the first 2 years are going to be $11.2 million, but I'm gonna guess he means the final 2 years. Actually, wait, that makes this a 5. Okay, yeah, because it's an extension. He's including the current, because you gotta include the current year, and then it's a 4-year start. So it's this year and then the 4 years after that. Okay, and he says average about $8 million a year. Okay, not bad. Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt combined for the same price of Roquan Smith. Sign me up. He actually was they were a lot less, but overall it's the same amount per year. It just, the contract was a lot less money-wise. Duke Tobin is doing tremendous business, keeping this Bengals defense talented and affordable 100%. Man, it's crazy. Roquan's making $20 a year, but Logan signed for $37 million total. The fact that we're getting both Logan and Jermaine Pratt for $20 a year is absolutely ridiculous. Highest paid linebackers in the AFC North over the last 2 seasons. Roquan Smith, I'm going to guess they mean from lowest to highest, because Jermaine is still on his rookie contract. Logan just got paid, Jermaine just got paid, and Roquan just got paid. Interesting. A majority of Bengals fans would have been over the moon if they agreed to the same terms with Nick in the 2020 offseason. Thus, it's no shock to see most fans ecstatic about the new terms for Logan Wilson. Good day for the Bengals. Who day? Logan Wilson's average annual value should come in around 12th in the NFL based on initial reports. Just behind Demario Davis, seems like a pretty good value for me for a pretty good player their control for his prime. Exactly. I mean, he took a team-friendly deal. At the end of the day, he took a team-friendly deal. Logan Wilson for less than $10 million a year. Technically, for the first 2 years, it averages out to 11.2, as Ian Rappaport said, for the first 2 years. But after that, it's going to be less than $10 million a year. If you're going to pay linebackers, this is how you do it. This does worry me a lot about T, though. Not sure how we have the room for him now long term. We're gonna have to backload his contract to do a 4-year extension. We could sign it for this year because it won't count against us this year, because we're gonna probably extend his current contract, but we're not going to be able to bring back some other players. DJ Reader, I'm starting to think we won't be bringing back, which does suck, but that's definitely a player. Tyler Boyd, probably won't be bringing him back. Hopefully we do bring back Cheeto, but Cheeto is going to come down to how much money he actually will take from us and still remain on the team. So we'll have to wait and find out what ends up happening. Nonetheless, though, great to see both Wilson and Pratt locked up for long term. Very good coverage linebackers and pieces for Lou's defense. With it being a 4-year extension, Logan Wilson is now under contract through 2027. Yeah, because we have this year and then we have 4 more years. So technically it's a 5-year contract. Now to extension for other members of the great 2020 Bengals draft class. Getting both Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt locked up is awesome for this Bengals defense. Both linebackers seem to get better each year. Never forget when Logan Wilson dominated Super Bowl, flat out dominated on the biggest stage in sports. And then they called a mystical holding call on him that gave the Rams a touchdown to beat us. The reasonable price tag for Logan Wilson in his 4-year extension is a huge bargain for an anchor of the Bengals' middle defense. Katie and Troy Blackburn were out of practice this afternoon watching their newly extended linebacker. Nice. Logan Wilson and Jermaine Pratt locked down. Can't express enough how massive that is for the Bengals Super Bowl window. Logan Wilson's ability at his cap number is just a great deal than Roquan Smith, and isn't considering the draft picks you to obtain. That is true. The Ravens traded for Roquan Smith, and at the end of the day, we got ourselves an absolute superstar for little to no money, which is absolutely crazy. Again, like I said, even if the first 2 years are 11.2, and then after that it's under 10 million, and then this year it's under 10 million, that is, for his level, that is ridiculously crazy. Because, in all honesty, he could be making Roquan Smith money, and is at Roquan Smith's level. So, he could make $20 million a year. In reality, if he hit free agency, he could hit $20 million a year. But he gave us a very good team-friendly deal. At first glance, the Logan Wilson contract seemed really good. At first glance, I mean, it really is good. Like, you gotta realize how amazing this contract is in the aspect that he could be making a lot more money, but, what he's doing is to help out the team, and that's amazing. I am in shock. Can't believe the Bengals signed Logan Wilson. Heck yeah. So I wonder if Jackpot Joey just said, sign everyone else. I'll take whatever money is left over. I think really this comes down to Joe saying that, he's confident we'll keep everyone. And I think, he's going to structure his contract over a 10-year period, backload that contract. So that's why we're able to keep everyone. I think that's really what it comes down to. This Bengals roster is full of football players, real genuine, selfless, hard-nosed football players. Logan Wilson is among the hardest of them. And it is amazing how little money he took. I cannot believe that still. Like, when I saw how much he got paid, I was like, there's no way. Because again, like I said, he could be paid so much more money. But he decided he wants to stay with us and he wants to go win a Super Bowl. And that helps us out immensely because, again, this gives us more money to pay other players. And yes, we're going to have some sacrifices, but the less money certain players take, the less sacrifices we have to make and players we have to lose. So with that being said, guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.